Being an entrepreneur is simply going from one mistake to the next. You must have the fortitude to continue on. Those who have safe and secure jobs pay more taxes than those who own the business that provides the jobs. There are no mistakes in life, just learning opportunities. You get rich because you do things most people will not do. Success requires sacrifice. You must be willing to make those sacrifices. Your job isn't to make money. It's to find a problem that needs solving. Before you can transform your wallet from poor to rich, you've got to transform your spirit from poor to rich. The main cause of poverty or financial struggle is fear and ignorance, not the economy or the government or the rich. Once again, the 90-10 rule of money applies. 10% of the borrowers in the world use debt to get richer, 90% use debt to get poorer. Escape your situation through your mind and your actions. God does not deem you to be lucky or unlucky, your mindset does. The greatest cause of human financial struggle is the fear of losing money. I don't believe in giving people money. In Sunday school, you learn that if you teach a man to fish, you feed him for life, but you give him a fish, you feed him for a day. The trouble with school is they give you the answer, then they give you the exam. That's not life. Money is one form of power. But what is more powerful is financial education. Money comes and goes, but if you have the education about how money works, you gain power over it and can begin building wealth. The reason positive thinking alone does not work is because most people went to school and never learned how money works, so they spend their lives working for money. Skills make you rich, not theories. I don't think God cares if you are rich or poor. God loves you anyway. But if you want to be rich, then choose your church preacher carefully. Criticism is easier to take when you realize that the only people who aren't criticized are those who don't take risks. If you want a solid future, you need to create it. You can take charge of your future only when you take control of your income source. You need your own business. I've been saying this for years, there is no longer such a thing as a safe and secure job. Intelligence is the ability to solve problems. Work to learn. Don't work for money. Don't invest in what you don't know. Learn first, then invest. If you work for money, you give the power to your employer. If your money works for you, you keep and control the power. Anyone can be an entrepreneur. All it takes is a little drive and ambition. The rich does not work for money, but money work for them, while the poor work for money. Illiteracy, both in word and numbers, is the foundation of financial struggle. Wealth is a person's ability to survive so many number of days forward, or if I stopped working today, how could I survive? Wealth is the measure of cash flow from to asset column compared with the expense column. It's not what you have to do that needs to change. It's first how you think that needs to change. It's who you have to be in order to do what needs to be done. Get your assets working for you so that your ass isn't working for someone else. Knowing you need to make a change isn't enough. You've got to find the guts to do it. There is nothing more dangerous than a person with only one right answer. It is said that the fear of public speaking is a fear greater than death for most people. According to psychiatrists, the fear of public speaking is caused by the fear of ostracism, the fear of standing out, the fear of criticism, the fear of ridicule, the fear of being an outcast. The fear of being different prevents most people from seeking new ways to solve their problems. Once a person stops searching for information and self-knowledge, ignorance sets in. If you want to be successful on the right side, when it comes to money, you have got to know the difference between facts and opinions. You must know numbers. You must know the facts. Don't bother with New Year's resolutions if you don't have the discipline to put a plan in place to actually achieve them. The only people who think life should be easy are lazy people. A lot of people do not invest in business. They invest in busyness, they purchase a job. The better you are at communicating, negotiating, and handling your fear of rejection, the easier life is. If you're lazy, don't expect much in terms of success. You're owed nothing and success will not be given to you. It's earned. Education is cheap, experience is expensive. People who refuse to open their minds to new strategies seldom become rich. A business owner can become rich exponentially, and people who work for wages become rich incrementally. Your mindset matters. If you don't have the mindset of a wealthy person, how can I afford it? Versus a poor person, I can't afford it, you will never achieve wealth. The more security you seek, the less freedom you have. The ability to sell is the number one skill in business. If you cannot sell, don't bother thinking about becoming a business owner. You won't learn if you think you already know everything. Most people put money in their piggy bank. I buy a goose that lays golden eggs over and over again. That's what an asset is. I don't save money. Save is a 4-letter word. I like to borrow money because I can get richer faster on borrowed money. I have what is called retained earnings, so I don't have to save money. If I need money, I will go out and borrow it. I find so many people struggling, often working harder, simply because they cling to old ideas. They want things to be the way they were, they resist change. I know people who are losing their jobs or their houses, and they blame technology or the economy or their boss. Sadly, they fail to realize that they might be the problem. Old ideas are their biggest liability. It is a liability simply because they fail to realize that while that idea or way of doing something was an asset yesterday, yesterday is gone. Successful people ask questions. They seek new teachers. They're always learning. If you are not successful, that means you're not making enough mistakes. Hoping drains your energy. Action creates energy. The harder you work for money, the more you are taxed. The harder your money works, the less it is taxed. The biggest trap, the biggest dungeon in life isn't laziness or bad luck, it's comfort. If you're not working to get your business or investing operation to operate without you, you're thinking too small. Think team and systems. Be worried if no one is criticizing you. Your job in life is to ignore the 33% who will never like you and do your best to convince the 33% who don't care either way to join the 33% who love you. Financial freedom is available to those who learn about it and work for it. If you avoid failure, you also avoid success. If you do not know how to care for money, money will stay away from you.